Hey everyone, I'm excited to share something that I've been working on at orbitermods.com. This is Stations V1 beta. The idea behind this add-on is to essentially allow people to share their space stations with other people and to have other people share their space stations with you, and so that you can build space stations collaboratively with one another without having to share scenarios and things like that. So it's trying to reduce the friction in collaborative space station building. I'll show you how to install this add-on and how to use it. So to install it, you need to first install the space station building blocks into your orbiter directory, and then you can download the mod from here and extract it into your orbiter directory. So, but we have prepared an orb bundle to allow you to do that automatically. So I can share that real quickly. This is the Stations by Orbiter Mods bundle, and I can look at the recipe really quickly. It's downloading the Stations building block 4 from Orbiter forum, and then it's installing the zip into your orbiter root, and it's then downloading the Stations V1 beta from orbitermods.com, and then it's installing the zip, and then it's enabling the Stations module. You can install this using the orb mod installer, which you can get from here, or if you want to install stations manually, then all you have to do is install Greg Birch's excellent space station buildings module version 4 first by extracting it into orbiter root, and then you can extract Stations V1 beta into orbiter root. So let's get started. Here I have a clean orbiter 2016 installation with DirectX 9, XR sound, SoundBridge, stuff like that. So let me launch orb real quick, and Stations by Orbiter Mods is recipe number 22. And since I already had the files downloaded, it was really quick for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch, and we can see stations should have been enabled right there under miscellaneous. Now let me launch the standard quick start scenario. This is a scenario that everyone has. It comes with orbiter, and it has a delta glider. You're focused on the delta glider on the Earth, and then there's a delta glider on the moon. There's, I believe, some vessels, one delta glider on Mars, one delta glider, and some vessels on the moon, and I believe some vessels on Havana. So, but now if you press F3, you see some stations appear here. So for example, we have a station called Jove 1, and you can probably imagine what planet this is around. We can go to the orbit MFD and look at its trajectory. So it's around Jupiter. So we have a Nico station 1 here. You can go to it. This one seems to be around Mars. There is an OFSS station, which seems to be around Earth. So you can go to the OFSS station, and oops, I switched to the wrong one, and we can go to the power solar panels and then press K to unfold them. Okay, so now you ask, how do you add a station of your own, or how do you extend these stations, you know? It's very easy. Let me show you. So let's say there is the TMI station here. Oh, what a wonderful color. I just caught it at the sunset time. Nice. Okay, so let me just extend the solar panels on this, and let's accelerate time a little bit so we get a little bit more light. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's say we want to attach something to this station. I don't know. How about a well, let's go to. I'm not very good at the station building, as you can tell. Maybe let's go to the Nico station, and we can like attach another vessel here or something. So let's go to scenario editor, and I'm gonna create so these are, by the way, the modules that come with station building blocks from Greg Birch. What I've done is I've converted some of the modules that were spacecraft 3 modules into their own CFG into their DLL modules using ArtLab's converter. So let's spawn. I don't know what this is. BM213. I have no idea what this is. So I'm just gonna say Nico BM. So okay, just spawn this, and let's dock it to the Nico station 1, and we're gonna move us to the target position. Let's do dock 4. Okay, there we go. So now next to that shuttle A, we have this new module attached. Okay, and let me just enable the planetarium with the vessels enabled so we can see the vessel. Okay, so now let's save this into the world so that everyone can have it. So I'm going to go to Nico Station 1 and make sure I have focus on it, bring up the Stations MFD, and then we're just gonna press Shift A, and as you can see on the bottom left, it says the station saved into the world, and that's it. So then I should be able to quit, and then I'm gonna launch the same quick start scenario. So as you know, quick start doesn't have anything inside of it, any of the vessels. So all of these stations are gonna get populated into the simulation session after the simulation loads. That's one of the one of the downsides of that is, of course, that for things like power panels, solar panels, you have to activate them on your own when the first time you load that scenario. So we can tell now that we loaded into here, we should see Nico BM right there. Right next to Shuttle A. So now how do we create a new station? Let's see. So let's create a station around Earth, okay? So I'm gonna call this YouTube station. And let's just put BM215 on it. Okay, and we need, in order to create a station, you need at least 2 modules. So we're gonna need to create so let's do YouTube station tank, and let's do B tank 101, and let's dock it to the YouTube station. Okay, boom. So now we can switch focus to the YouTube station. And then we can bring up the Stations MFD and Shift A, and station saved into the world. And that's it. So now I'm gonna once again quit Orbiter and load the same quick start scenario. And if everything worked correctly, then we will see the YouTube station into the world. All right, and there it is, YouTube station. Now this YouTube station is gonna be here every time you load Orbiter with the stations module enabled. So if this vessel, so let's say we accelerate time, and let's say you're doing a mission to one of these stations. If you, for example, quit Orbiter and then restart the scenario with the station already inside of the scenario, then it's not going to recreate it because it doesn't want to screw up with your with the trajectories of your vessels. So in your current simulation session, so it's not going to mess around with the position. It'll be in the same position. All right, that is pretty much all there is to it. Happy station building, everyone. Thank you for the people who tested this on the Orbiter forum when I released it, and once I get a bit more data, then I'll release V1 non-beta release, I guess. You can check it out on GitHub as well. This is open source. The source code is right here. And something that's cool is you can actually go to orbitermods.com/stations, and this is the state of the world. You can parse this JSON and you'll get the structure of all of the stations that exist within this persistent universe. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you guys. A lot of cool stuff is in the works at orbitermods.com. I know the forum banned the tricks username, but there are many more. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.